Hey everyone, so we are back again after more jog with the prequel,
Mm-hmm.
the latest release of Pritom Hasan called
Mm-hmm.
Shoroter Shesh Thekey. Please help us with the pronunciation because it's written in English and we are going to pronounce it that way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't even know what it means. Shoroter Shesh
Mm-hmm.
Thekey.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we recently heard More Jug. Here's a link.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked a lot over the video. And we are going to continue talking a lot after this video. So, should we?
Yeah. Yep. Let's jump to
All
it
right.
then.
Three, two, one, play. The video you would notice is equally brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant video. Look at the shot.
The video production of both the videos is just amazing.
ছায়ার মতো শীতল চোখ তোমার মেঘ হয়ে ঢেকেছে যত রোদ জানালা হয়নি সাহস কথা বলার তবু তোমার নামে লিখে গেছি এক চিঠি শতবার শরতের শেষ থেকে বসন্ত পুরোটা ভেবে তোমাকে কেটে যাবে যদি মন থেকে ডেকে দেখো আমায় পেয়ে যাবে পেয়ে যাবে
The chorus is very beautiful. His voice is even huskier in this one. And what location is this? I want to know.
যে রাতে তোমার দু চোখ ঘুমিয়ে নাবার সেই রাতে তোমার কাছে পাঠাবো চাঁদ আমার আলো দেবে সে জেগে রাত ভোর তারার সাথে আর গল্প শোনাবে তোমার আমার শরতের শেষ থেকে বসন্ত পুরোটা ভেবে তোমাকে কেটে যাবে যদি মন থেকে ডেকে দেখো আমায় পেয়ে যাবে পেয়ে যাবে শরতের শেষ থেকে শরতের শেষ থেকে
Whew.
Okay. So in the mirror, the shot is from the first video. Okay. Now I know why they call it a prequel.
Beautiful song. Whoa, wait a second.
This is the shot from the first song.
Okay, that guy looks
So
so
he,
cool.
he's preparing for the revenge.
Ooh, you know this jacket and this kind of like sword. This
Mm-hmm.
reminded me of one of my most favorite characters from TV series The Walking Dead, which is called Negan.
Mm-hmm.
Negan. So Negan had this
Mm-hmm.
his jacket, this leather black jacket, and this baseball bat. But
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm digressing. Okay, so I
Mm-hmm.
loved that they bonded over music. So he shared music with her, and they bonded over
Yeah.
music. That was beautiful, beautifully done.
Yeah.
Touche.
Beautifully done.
Okay,
Amazingly done.
tell me.
Shall we talk about the music first,
We
or
should
the narrative,
we,
or the video?
we should continue about the narrative. So from the last discussions or in the
Mm-hmm.
last video where we left off in Morijak,
Mm-hmm.
we left off where you were postulating what happened, what's happening. So in
Mm-hmm.
I mean in this video's comment, there's someone called Alaiki. Yeah, and they have very kindly narrated the whole story. So what's happening is that this guy this guy spotted her, and he liked
Mm-hmm.
her. He wrote letters to her,
Letters. Mm-hmm.
and he tried to catch her attention, and he kept sending her letters. But that witch had a spell where the girl couldn't notice her,
Mm-hmm.
and that witch is kind of possessive about the guy, so she doesn't want to
Mm-hmm.
let that girl notice him, and that's why the letterbox is red in the beginning, and
Yeah.
she's not getting the letters. She can't even see him, and then suddenly,
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, she loses her necklace, and he gets it. And as soon as he gets
Mm-hmm.
the necklace, the letterbox turns blue, and she starts getting the
Yeah.
letters. She also notices him, and then they
Mm-hmm.
talk together. I mean, they walk together. They interact. They bond
Mm-hmm.
over music, and then the witch does something like still she wanna like get in between, or the guy now starts noticing that the girl is acting weirdly around him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's forcing her
Yeah.
him to eat the apple, and she's just acting weirdly, and then he
Mm-hmm.
starts um, having all the puzzle pieces together, right?
Connecting
Yeah,
the dots
yeah.
now.
So what he does is he takes a picture of her in the mirror, and then he figures
Mm-hmm.
out through that picture, which has that mirror, and the mirror shows the witch, and otherwise he
Yeah.
cannot see the witch before.
Mm-hmm.
And then he figures out,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that the girl might be under a spell, and there's some
Mm-hmm.
evil possession around her, over her, and yeah, so he finally counters her and like cut over her head or her hair or whatever, and this is what
Mm-hmm.
happens. So that's the narrative of what I got.
Yeah. So was the guy so in this particular track, he sees the witch throwing the girl off the balcony and killing her. So if we go with this particular sequence, he has seen the girl die, but in the next video, I think he is still under the spell and he is unable to remember if the girl had already died or not. And he probably is trying to connect the dot because the girl is behaving weird.
Probably.
Um, yeah, so because he has seen her die, that's what I'm thinking about. He has seen her die, but he just can't remember because he is under some sort of influence or a spell. And that's in the Morajak video that he eventually figures out that the love of his life has already passed away, and this is someone else. And now he's taking the revenge.
So I actually agree with your narrative. I think this is exactly what might have happened. Please viewers, help us understand this. By the way, I again want to
Mhm.
shout out to the people who actually sent us private messages on Instagram to help us with the narrative of the song. They this is how they encouraged us very kindly, right? So rather than just saying that, hey,
Absolutely.
react on this, they actually rather sent us the narrative, the translations,
Narrative.
that hey, this is the narrative, this is the translation, and then you might enjoy this track more. And this is so kind. I mean, I cannot
Absolutely.
um,
We cannot thank you guys enough.
exactly how.
You guys have been, many people have sent the narrative of this particular song to us via DM, and we just really are super thankful for that.
Yeah, actually, this really helped us enjoy the music more, right? Because we are not
True,
only focusing on, okay, what's going on, what's the lyrics about. We are enjoying the music itself rather than figuring out what the music is, right? So
true.
that's again, thank you so much. But now that we have talked about the story, let's talk about the music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So this song has entirely different pace than Morejak, right? So the first track, Morejak, is more upbeat. This is more towards the melodious side because it's narrating the original love story. I believe that's why they kept it intentionally this way, and it was beautifully done. This is actually the song where I was able to hear Pritom Hasan's voice better, although there are certain elements that has been used, but we can clearly see the husk and bass and or not see hear the husk and bass in his voice. I think it's natural husk and bass that is part of his voice, and he is singing beautifully. I mean, it,
Yeah, absolutely.
I love his voice in this verse, and the melody itself you mentioned during the video as well is really really beautiful.
So I just want to add one quick thing. On top of what you're saying, that not only his voice, his melody, but the way he sings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, there are certain singing styles where it suits, it would suit certain people more and
Mm-hmm.
certain people less. His singing is absolutely beautiful. I don't want to compare. I absolutely don't want to compare. But we
Yeah.
loved Minar Rahman and his melodies. Absolutely right. We
Mm-hmm.
explored his Shigoro Tire is my favorite from him. Right. We have
Yeah.
heard Diale Diale. We have heard Jhoom. By the way, for our viewers, his music is also like we are unable to share a lot of his work because we get copyright strikes, and we
Mm-hmm.
were able to share Joom, but under
Mm-hmm.
copyright claims and other work, we just can't. So, anyways, we are not even sure that Pritam Hasan would let us share this. If you're
We
watching,
don't even know
if
yet.
you're watching, please.
Please let us share that.
Right. So right. So his melody, his singing, absolutely beautiful. His voice, absolutely beautiful. But again, you know why I loved Morajak a lot because of electronic music. This also had a lot of electronic bass,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a big. This electronic bass goes along so well with his voice.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Yeah, it complements.
it complements his voice and singing
Mm-hmm.
style, and it was just beautiful. By the way, I have at least read the lyrics of both the songs,
Mm-hmm.
and they're equally beautiful. The poetry is amazing. It's very simple.
Poetry is
It's very
amazing.
simple. It's very easy to understand for foreigners, for people
Mm-hmm.
ignorant of the language, of the culture, and of the nuances. I could understand this
Mm-hmm.
very well, and of the both the songs, and they're equally beautiful. There's, I always say that I appreciate the beauty and the simplicity, right? Even
Mm-hmm.
more. So you
Yeah.
can have all the complexity, and you can create beauty through complexity, but the beauty and simplicity is just something else, especially when it comes to music, right? This is what we love with level 5's music, right? We both
Yeah.
love their music,
Absolutely.
right? And
We
we are
can't talk
kind of crazy about their,
crazy about level
yeah.
five.
So this is what we love. Yeah, go ahead. I will keep talking.
No, I think you have summed it up pretty perfectly. I mean, again, it's as you have already said. And I would also say, Pritam, please let us upload this particular video. And we just adored the song a lot. I don't have anything further to add at this point. We would explore his work further and see if we can just find out other gems like this.
Yeah, his other work I would definitely explore. So on his YouTube video, I only see three songs. There might be
Hmm.
some history behind it. So if someone can educate us about it, we would
Yeah,
appreciate it. But we loved it. Thank you so much for keep recommending this. As I said in the
hmm,
previous video, I heard this song 2 months ago, and I shared it
yeah,
with him instantly with you, right? Instantly.
instantly.
That
I vouch
yeah,
for
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You know, listen to this. I love it, mostly because of the electronic music. But this was on our list. We have a huge list, and sometimes some
Hmm.
music jumps to the top suddenly, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, this was something that we had in our list, and we would had come to it eventually. So,
Yeah.
all right, all right. So this is it from my side.
Yeah. Let's conclude it
Well done.
and we'll see each other again then.